Welcome to the Unfuck Your Fitness podcast. I am your host, Christy Castillo, and I'm here to give you real talk and cut the BS so you can actually enjoy building a body you love. I'm a personal trainer obsessed with giving you simple action steps to take you from feeling stuck to feeling sexy. Let's go. Hey guys, what's up? Welcome to today's episode. I am going to be talking to you in this episode about staying motivated, creating motivation, being motivated, ways to continue to make progress in your fitness journey, even when the weather gets cold. And hopefully some of you are somewhere that it's not cold, but here I'm in Michigan. It's post-holidays, right? It's the end of January, which seems like the longest month of the year. And like I wish summer months felt like they lasted as long as winter months. It goes so slow, January and February, it seems like. And I know it's because there's nothing to really look forward to. And the days are short, it gets dark here so much earlier in the day, like 6 p.m., which is actually about an hour later than it used to. But you would think the days would go fast and they just drag on and on and on. And these months are dragging on and on and on. And it's after holidays. Like I said, there's not much to look forward to. We're not as busy. The days are freezing. The days are dark. The sun isn't out a lot. I don't do as well. I don't do well at all some of these days, honestly, in these winter months that I do in summer months. And I know a lot of you are also like that. I struggle with seasonal depression, and I know a lot of you do as well. And I have struggled with that probably my entire life. I didn't know that that was a thing, or probably did I even really pay attention to, how I was feeling. And I think just when you're younger, obviously we just go about life and don't really question much, right? Until one day we do question things. And I knew that I was always tired, and I wouldn't have called it depressed, but I didn't want to get out of bed. I was seriously always tired. I could just sleep all day, no motivation, no nothing. I hated the winter months, and I still do hate them because there's no sun and I can't get outside, and right, things are just different. And I remember hearing the term. Now my daughter she'll be 19 very, very soon. And even before I was pregnant with her, before she was born, I remember struggling with it. And I heard the term seasonal depression before she was born and thought, yes, I have that. And I talked about this in the SoulFit. So go check out on Patreon, which is an app or website. You can go to patreon.com or to the App Store, type in Patreon and type in SoulFit, SOLFIT. That is the podcast that I've been doing with my friend Erin, who is a therapist, but we kind of dive into seasonal depression and a little more of the mental aspect over there on the SoulFit podcast. And we did that very recently. So go check that out. But I talk about how when I was pregnant with my daughter, she was due in February. I was due in February, whatever you want to call it. And I remember thinking, oh, good. I'm glad she's due in February because this, Christmas gives me something to look forward to in the dreary month of December. And then in January, I can be planning her birthday party, which will give me something to do and look forward to in the winter months because I am so down in the dumps. So I remember with her being due in February, 19 years ago, I'm now 43, just so we're on the same page here, thinking, good, I need something to do in these winter months to keep my mind busy. So it's been years that I've struggled with this. And I didn't really start my fitness journey and get into health and fitness until after my son was born. He is 16. So, all of this kind of happening newer in my years of, being pregnant and being a new mom and having toddlers and struggling with seasonal depression, right? It's a lot. So if you're in that season of life, I hear you, I feel you, I see you, I've been there, and I'm still there, mentally in the seasonal depression part. Now my kids are older, so there's that. But it's something that I think we always struggle with if we are that type of person. I need sunshine and I need activities and I need something to do. And that's just kind of my personality. I'm even currently on anxiety and depression medication, and I still struggle with that. So it's just kind of how I'm wired. But we can still work on creating motivation. We can still be fit. We can still do the things that we need to do, right? Bringing it back to fitness, unfucking your fitness here. There are things that I'm going to talk about in this episode that we can do to stay fit, stay motivated. That way, every spring doesn't come and you're like, oh my God, I didn't do anything this winter again, right? I just was down in the dumps and I wasn't physically active and all the things. So let's talk about, in this episode, I'm going to be talking about tips to stay motivated, create motivation. I'm going to be talking about how to keep your workouts interesting. We're going to talk about maybe trying some new recipes, different things you can do in the kitchen and in the home to keep yourself moving and grooving, maybe make those days go a little faster, have a little fun, and then staying focused on long-term goals. So let's dive in talking about finding motivation in these cold months, in the cold weather, I guess. Setting clear goals is so important. So visualizing how you want to look and feel by spring. And these are tangible tips, which I'm really excited about. So you can pull from these, write them down if you're not driving, or pause and go to your notes section and say, talk to yourself and put it in your notes section so you can do this, because these are tangible things that you can do. So whatever speaks to you, or if you're like, maybe I should try that. That kind of sounds weird, but maybe I should try it because I'm desperate. Go for it, right? So visualize how you want to look and feel by spring, because it's going to come pretty quickly. It does every year. All of a sudden it's March and we're like, oh shoot, I have to put on a t-shirt, or I have to put on a tank top and a pair of shorts, and I haven't moved my body in 4 months, right? So set clear goals, visualize, create a vision board or journal. So write down how you want to look and feel and go back to that. Maybe every single night, instead of snacking, you're opening this journal and just writing to yourself, talking to yourself how you want to look and feel. As far as creating a vision board, I have never created a vision board. I talk about it every year. I actually talked about it with my daughter like last week before or something. We kind of talked about doing it, but we never do. But what I have been doing as far as vision board, creating that vision for myself, I've been going on Pinterest in the evenings, which I love to do. It's mindless scrolling, but can't do TikTok at the moment. And Pinterest is something that I feel like it's not just doom scrolling where it's just different. You get it. Anyway, I've been going into Pinterest and you can now create a collage. So I've been searching cute workout outfits, cute gym girls, gym hair, gym aesthetic, gym, whatever, fitness girlies, anything you want to search just to find some cute aesthetic, the things that I want. So, and I think you just like tap and hold the photo and it copies it and you can paste it into this little collage right there in Pinterest. It's so nice. I don't do anything with these collages. You could probably screenshot it and save it as your phone background, which would be really, really fun for some motivation. I haven't done that yet, but it's kind of what I've been doing in the evenings, just kind of getting on here, scrolling, and it's keeping my mind on fitness. And I'm creating a collage. So I'm visualizing, oh yes, I love that. I want to work on my glutes. I want to work on my biceps. Like this is how I want to look and feel by spring. That has been really, really fun. I've kind of been enjoying that. So take that and run with it. Another thing you can do is plan ahead, right? Schedule your workouts in advance, be proactive, and don't cancel on yourself. Act like it's just as important as going to the dentist, going to the doctor, going to the eye doctor, right? You schedule the appointment with yourself. It's not optional. The shit is not optional. So do it. Plan ahead, schedule it in, and do it. Create a reward system. Go back to those Pinterest photos. If you like a pair of shoes, if you like a sports bra, like dedicate to yourself and say, okay, if I stick to my workout plan for 30 days, this whole month of February, if I kick some ass and I show up every day that I say I'm going to, doesn't have to be every day, but every day I'm going to, if I do every workout on my program or whatever it is, go get that pair of shoes, go get that sports bra. So create a little reward system for yourself. That's extrinsic rewards versus intrinsic, which I talked about a little while back in a podcast episode. But I am more of an intrinsic girl. Like I love just the way that I feel. I don't necessarily need physical rewards often, but this time of year, it's okay to go outside your comfort zone and be like, no, I do need a new pair of shoes to show up for myself. It's okay to kind of, pull from different areas and try different things. Also a workout buddy system. So partner up with a friend from work and have them go to the gym with you, or at least check in, keep each other accountable and motivated, even if it's just for a couple months. And then focus on the mood benefits. So a lot of times I tell myself, I do say, Christy, this shit is not optional. Get up and go work out, or get up and go on the walking pad and get your steps in. But I will also think to myself, I want to sit on the couch and veg out tonight and eat this pint of Halo Top ice cream. But how will I feel after that? I'll probably feel kind of good because I ate a pint of ice cream, but I'll also feel kind of shitty. What if I go get my workout in? I will actually feel really good. My endorphins will be flowing. I'll feel good, proud of myself, right? Moving and grooving, makes the night go faster. And then maybe I can even still have the ice cream. I don't know. Maybe that's my reward. But focusing on the mood benefits, like I will look and feel so much better and so proud of myself if I get up and do this, right? So you have to keep yourself motivated. You will not stay motivated right now just automatically. You have to try things to keep it interesting. Speaking of keeping things interesting, let's talk about workouts. So a lot of my clients right now are going skiing, snowboarding, cross country skiing to stay active and doing things outside because it's cold. I bought a new pair of hiking boots last year and I use them to go take my dog for a walk in the winter. I hate being cold, but I kind of promised myself, I don't think I had the walking pad yet because I was out every single day with him walking and I need to get back to that. I've been sick for weeks and weeks and now it's like going to be negatives here and it's going to be so cold. But after that, I do need to get my ass back out, bundled up and try some winter friendly activities. So there's a tip to go outside and try to either force yourself to go for a walk, even though you don't want to because it's cold, or do something fun. Or experiment indoors. So try a new class, sign up for a spin class, dance class, yoga class, Pilates. Go somewhere and do something that your gym offers. Do something different. Maybe it's not exactly part of your plan. Maybe you're still going to do your weightlifting, right? We're still going to do resistance training, but we're also going to do something different, maybe just for the month of February and March. Like, it doesn't have to be long term. It doesn't have to be super expensive. You can do it online. You can start a YouTube dance class, right? Do something different inside to make it a little more fun. Change up your routine, rotate between strength training, HIIT, cardio, stretching, mobility, flexibility. Do something different, change it up a little bit. And then also using technology, find some different apps, find some different creators, find some different workout videos or join something virtually. I have my Fit Club going on right now and I'm doing videos over in the Facebook group and like just kind of get something where you're more active and it's seeming different to change things up, spice things up, make it fun again. Let's talk about also indoor activities, which can be seasonal recipes, trying new recipes, being creative again on Pinterest. Go into Pinterest and type in high protein soups, high protein casseroles, high protein dishes, meal preps, high protein desserts, anything, right? Like macro friendly, whatever, like keep it healthy, keep it interesting, right? And you don't just want to go make cookies every single day necessarily, but try something different. So focus on stews and soups but make it protein. This is a good time to experiment with different recipes and different things. You're inside, so why not make it fun? My daughter and I have been trying some new recipes and different things. And we're like, we need a new cookie sheet and we need a new cookie scoop and we need to try these recipes. We tried these s'mores chocolate chip cookies. Basically, you just make a s'more on a pan and then put chocolate chip cookie dough on top of it and bake it. It was so good. But we've been trying different things, also like vodka pasta and these lasagna rolls. We're going to try not super high protein, not super clean. But again, I'm bulking kind of right now. I'm lifting heavy. I'm trying to put on some muscle. I'm going to put on a little fat. I'm a little bundled up right now, right, with clothes. So it's fine. And I'm trying different things. So a couple nights a week, I have something to look forward to with her. So that's been kind of fun. Batch cook, meal prep, spend some more time on your phone looking at recipes and then creating a grocery list. Find some apps where you can even be more creative with meal prepping and, get some new dishes to store your meal prepping in your refrigerator. Treat yourself to some things to make this a little more fun this time of year. So that's something you can do inside, in your kitchen, in your home, not super expensive, not super extravagant and lavish, but also kind of fun. I'll usually find some recipes this time of year that I'll go ahead and kind of tweak and keep using throughout the year, which is really nice. So just make use of this time and kind of be creative because soon, again, it is going to be March. It is going to be April. We are going to go outside. It is going to be warmer months here where it's cold and this too shall pass. But in the meantime, let's make it a little more fun, right? And then now let's talk about staying focused on long-term goals. This is what I really like to do is honestly, sometimes if I'm like, don't have a lot of time, if I'm thinking I don't have a lot of time to do this extra stuff in, go to extra classes or create new recipes. I mean, in reality, I am working all day, every weekday, obviously doing my job like we all are. And then my son is in basketball in high school. And so we're at his games 2 nights a week. And then the other 3 nights a week, he has practice. My daughter has college classes. I have some calls I do in the evenings. Like it's busy. So I don't always have time. I personally don't always have time to do all of these fun extra things, even though they're great. And I know a lot of you will be able to utilize that. Also, some of you won't. So using these mental tips, which I really like to always challenge myself mentally. But again, visualizing spring, picture yourself. Like if I eat a pint of ice cream every single night, Christy, I'm probably not going to look and feel very good in my bikini come summer, right? So maybe do a little shopping. Again, get on Pinterest and kind of visualize, what do I want my wardrobe to look like? What do I want to look like? What do I want to feel like in those clothes? Really like get it together mentally, okay? Because that matters a lot. Also tracking your progress. Make sure that you are doing a plan. You are signed up for a fitness plan. You are really taking advantage of that and sticking to it. And then also using apps and journals to create workouts and create meals and track your progress. Make sure you're doing progressive overload if that's what you want. You're lifting heavier, you're doing more reps, you're showing up and tracking that. Check off every single day on the calendar that you work out. Like visualize it somehow and track it so you can see that you're making progress, you're feeling good. Set some milestones. So I was actually talking to a client the other day. She has about 100 pounds to lose. And she's like, I feel really, really, really overwhelmed. And I'm like, yeah, if you look at, I have 100 pounds to lose, it's really overwhelming. And it does make you think like, how can I even do this? Where can I start? So we broke it up into 10-pound increments. We're going to focus on the first 10 pounds and then the second 10 pounds and then the third 10 pounds. We're going to focus on smaller increments like steps. We're going to focus on, so we broke down our goal. We're not focusing on 100 pounds anymore. We're focusing on the 10 pounds and then we're focusing on the milestones and the habits to get you there. We really wrote that out for her. So increasing her strength, increasing her endurance. How long can you hold a squat? How long can you hold a plank? How long can you jog without stopping? How long can you walk without, just different things like that. And what's your step goal and what's your water goal and all of those things. So we're breaking it down into milestones. So if you have a really big goal ahead of you, this is a really good time to sit down and track it all out. If I lose, I usually, let's say like 5 pounds a month is a really good realistic weight loss goal to be able to keep it off. So if you lose 5 pounds this month, 5 pounds next month, 5 pounds the next month, right? Build that out and see what that looks like. And then by X month, you'll have hit X goal and you're going to feel really good about yourself. Reflect again on what you want to look like, what you want to feel like in the spring. Always be reflecting on your why. Why did you start this? Do I want my kids to continuously hear me say, I need to go work out, but I'm going to sit on the couch instead? I don't really want my kids to hear me saying that every single day, all day long. I need to go work out. I need to go work out. And then I'm like, I'm just going to not work out today, right? I want them to see me working out every day. I work out for myself, but I also work out to be a better mom. So I want them to see me. Part of my why is I want them to see me doing the things that I say, hey, protein is good for you. Walking is good for you. Jogging is good for you. Exercising is good for you. I can't say that and then skip my workout every damn day. So always reflecting on your why and staying really in tune mentally instead of letting yourself go down the depression rabbit hole. Actively create a different mindset for yourself. And now I want to talk about brightening up your space and getting a couple things for your gym. So in terms of workouts, another thing that is fun to do is my clients who do go for walks and are very, very active outside, they use this time to get a new pair of, like I said, hiking boots or get a new really nice coat. They have coats and vests now on Amazon that are heated. So it's like those little hand warmers that you can get, but they have them like now for your coat. So they have heated coats. It's really cool. So treat yourself to some of that, but also brighten up your workout space. Can you paint the walls? Can you get some new photos up? Can you, get some new pink dumbbells? Can you get some just new dumbbells, resistance bands, a yoga mat? clean things up. Do you need a new pair of workout gloves? I do. That's why I'm saying that. And it doesn't have to be super expensive. Again, it can just be resistance band. Grab a new booty band. Grab something fun, colorful. Maybe it is a new sports bra, pair of shoes, something like that. But if you can brighten up your space or just clean it up, I need to go in the garage and clean. I need to sweep. I need to mop. I need to get the, little dust bunnies out of there. Like cleaning it up and making it fresh and better and exciting is a really nice way to look forward to, like, oh my God, I cleaned the gym. I can't wait to come down here tomorrow. It's going to be so nice to work out, right? It's going to be nice. So if there's any way that you can paint things, freshen things up, purchase a little bit of new equipment, or maybe it's just the gloves. Maybe it's just the pair of 5-pound dumbbells, but you want them to be pink and cute and spicy, whatever. Go to Marshall's and buy a couple things, wristbands, ankle weights, things like that. Also, in terms of workouts, if you typically work out for like an hour, 3 days a week, or 45 minutes, 4 days a week, maybe shortening your workouts to 20 to 30 minutes every day would be nice too, because then you're moving every single day and it's shorter. So you're not like, oh my God, I have to take an hour and go to the gym today. It's like a quick 20 minutes. Maybe you're just going into the gym and doing Stairmaster on Monday. Maybe you're just going into the gym and doing a couple upper body movements on Tuesday and a couple lower body movements on Wednesday, and then jogging on Thursday, right? Like just 20 minutes. If you're like, I just have to go in for 20 minutes, get it done, but it's every single day. That brings that consistency. It brings that motivation of like, I'm doing this every single day instead of maybe taking days off, sitting on the couch. For me, keeping moving every evening is really, really important. So cold weather does make it harder. There is no doubt. I know some of you are maybe chilling on the beach somewhere. It's super warm. That's amazing, but it probably is going to get a little colder where you live too. But for all of us, unfortunately, suffering right now in the cold weather, it does make it harder to stay active. It just does. And a lot of people will just say, figure it out, make it happen, tough it out. I'm not going to do that. I'm going to be a little more creative and have the right mindset, get some variety in there, seasonal adjustments, know that this too shall pass, plan it out, right? January, February, March are pretty chilly here in Michigan. So I need to have things to do to spice things up and also know how I want to look and feel in the spring. And this shit isn't optional. At the end of the day, this is my health. This is my life. And I have to do it, right? Whether that means I have to spice things up and maybe I even buy a new planner and some cute little pens to be able to plan out my meals and plan out my winter and really journal and make that fun, right? Like literally whatever you need to do right now to make these little things more fun, go ahead and do it. And again, I'm not usually someone who needs extrinsic rewards or even likes that kind of stuff. It doesn't drive me personally. And if you're like, yeah, same, I really, external things don't really motivate me, it might this time of year. So Marshall's is my favorite place to go. Marshall's Home Goods, just to walk around and see little cute things that can sit on your desk or sit out in your gym or whatever you need to like brighten things up a little bit. They have some goofy things. Plus it's nice to just wander around that store, honestly, mentally, but just invest in a couple things to get you through this month, whatever one of these things that it may be, whether it's things for your home, whether it's a spin class, whether it's new pots and pans to try some recipes. Just really think outside the box here, because any way you can keep yourself motivated, accountability, a workout buddy, a new class, a new program, a new website, go for it and really push through and see how you can take action. That's what it's all about, to make this different for yourself, because that's at the end of the day, you have to figure this out for you. Maybe you try to journal every night and you're like, no, Christy, that wasn't for me. Do it for a month and just to make sure. But maybe, some of these things are not for you, and that's fine. Some of these things are not for me either, but they can be for some of you. So take what you need and run with it and make these cold months a little more fun for yourself than usual. All right. I hope this was really helpful. Again, I really, really struggle in the cold months, so I wanted to put this episode together to really help you. So please share this episode with your friends. Also, as always, please rate and review the podcast episode. Some really, really fun things are coming up very soon for the podcast and over on Christy Castillo Fit and the Unfuck Your Fitness podcast Instagrams. So stay tuned and I will talk to you guys next week.
Thanks for listening to today's show. Go ahead and leave a rating and a review. And of course, follow the podcast so you don't miss out on any future episodes. And I would love it so much if you came to connect with me over on Instagram at Christy Castillo Fit. I will see you next time.